Hi guys, welcome back to our podcast. Today, we'll be following up on what the content we did last week. Last week we did a bit of introduction into the dark web, what the dark web is, what goes down in the dark web, and just a bit of a highlight and a bit of an overview of the dark web. But today, following so many the feedbacks I got from the previous video, so a lot of people have asked if I should give a bit of a deep dive into the dark web, how to connect to the dark web, how to access the dark web safely. So in this video today, it's going to be a short one. I'm going to teach you how to access the dark web, how to access the dark web safely and securely. So welcome everyone, welcome. As I said, we're diving into the mysterious realm of the dark web today, accessing the dark web. Buckle up, we've got to explore hidden corners of the dark web and how to do that safely. Before I proceed, I have to clarify a few times. The internet is kind of built into a layered framework, right? So the internet is in layers. So you have what we call the surface layer, you have the deep layer, you have the dark layer. So the surface layer is the standard, is the internet you have access to on your daily basis. So basically your Google browser, your Google search, your social media, and the basic things you do on the internet. So those are called the surface net, right? Or the surface web. So it's on the surface. Everybody can access it as long as you have you have your mobile device, you have internet connection, you could access the surface web. Now, beneath that surface web, which is standard, which is like a common marketplace, everybody walks in and walks out, right? Just like a typical marketplace, people go in and go out. However, there are people who know some corners of that marketplace that every other person doesn't know. So those people are the only ones that can take you to that corners of the marketplace. So the same thing is applicable with the dark web, with the internet. So basically, the surface web, everybody goes in, goes out. The deep web is a part of the internet that you're prevented from having access to them because of access control. So basically, the deep web are things that belong to organizations, private companies that they keep it outside of the internet. So maybe it can only be accessed within corporate intranets. That means their local area network, they're within the company itself. So basically, if you use the company computer, if you log into the company VPN or company network, you can access some platforms within the company that are not accessible from the internet. You have then like the back-end databases and stuff like that. Those are, we call them the deep web. But let me give you one takeaway from this. The deep web can still be accessed. So basically, when we do, from the outside, without having the right authorization, if the people who have built it do not enforce certain security measures on it. So in what we call web application security testing, we try to break into the deep web, right? To prove that, hey, you guys have not done the right things to put the security in place. So basically that is called web application security testing. And one major way of doing it is called Google docking. Google docking. Docking is DORKING. Google docking. So Google docking kind of gives you some specialized queries that we can use to search on Google. There's a way I can search on Google to get access to maybe websites or web applications that were hitherto not supposed to be accessible to the internet. So that's the deep web. Now, beneath the deep web, we have the dark web, right? So the dark web, as I said, is the third layer of the internet. So the dark web is completely not accessible from your surface web. So you can't access the dark web from your Google search engine. You can access it from your social media, your normal social media applications, Facebook and stuff. You cannot access the dark web. So the dark web is hidden from these guys. It's hidden from this layer of the internet. So to access the dark web, you require a specialized tool, right? So today, I'm going to teach you how to access the dark web using this tool. The most popular browser for accessing the dark web is called Tor browser, Tor, Tor browser. Tor browser apparently is actually an acronym for the onion router, right? So because as the onion is a ball of onions. So basically, onion has layers in it. Onion has layers. So as you peel out each of this layer, you keep seeing different layers inside it. Each of the layer you remove, there's other layer behind it. So that's actually how the Onion browser works. So basically what the Onion browser does is that it connects you through different connection nodes across the internet, across the dark web, so that it does that to protect you. It does that to keep you anonymous. It does that to give you a level of privacy, because the sites, the content you are accessing, they are mostly contents that are censored, contents that are out of reach for the regular regular normal person on the internet. They are contents that probably are illegal, right? Or even contents that are so sensitive that if it's on the surface web, it will cause a lot of problem, a lot of chaos. So basically, so to access the dark web, you use the Tor browser, right? So this is how it works. So we start by loading up our VPN. Remember what I said in the previous video, you need a VPN to access the dark web. So the VPN helps you to anonymize your ISP, your IP address and all that. So basically, people, you may wonder, why do I need to hide my identity? Why do I need to, be anonymous, or, put some privacy on my identity? One of the major reasons I'll give you is this: your identity can easily be stolen and be used to commit fraud on the dark web. Yes, that's one. Secondly, you could be hacked and your devices can be used to commit fraud. Somebody can hack your identity, or from the dark web. It's very easy to hack your online accounts, your laptop, your phone, and use it as what we call a botnet. Maybe connect it to other phones and use that to commit fraud. So when security agencies are investigating this fraud, it's kind of going to point back to you. So that's why when you're going to the dark web, you have to ensure you protect yourself, right? And thirdly, you can also be a victim, right? So basically, when you're hacked, your banking apps, your so many online credentials and stuff can be stolen, and you could lose valuable things. So these are some of the reasons why you need to protect yourself while accessing the dark web. So we're going to be using the VPN. So the VPN I'm going to be using today is called Proton VPN, which is my preferred VPN. So I'm going to be using a free version of Proton VPN. So on this Proton VPN, I'll quickly connect to just click on the connect, or if you VPN, it kind of enables you to choose where you want to connect from, right? So what does VPN do? VPN is virtual private network. So basically, if I'm going to the internet without any VPN, the internet, every website I go to, they know where I am. They know the ISP, that's the internet service provider I'm using. They know my address, actually. They know the kind of device, computer or phone that I'm using. They know the kind of browser I am using. They have all this information. They know my search history. They could see what I've searched for on the internet. They could see the websites I have accounts on. They could see so many things. They may not have access to those accounts, to be fair, but they have your privacy. Is literally, there's no privacy. So everything about you is out there, and this is not safe. It's not good in this modern world. So that's why you use a VPN, right? So the VPN is a virtual private network. It's just like a tunnel. It's just like a tunnel. You're going through a tunnel. You're not seen by people outside of that tunnel. So it's only, and this tunnel is a private for you. So all your communication goes through this tunnel. So people who are eavesdropping on the internet cannot see what is going through it. So that's what a VPN is. So basically, we connect our VPN. I choose where I want to connect from, or I could just easily use the quick connect. So I click on the quick connect. It connects me quickly to the internet. It gets connected. Then I open my Tor browser. Yes, so the Tor browser has configurations. I've set it in a way that anytime I open it, it should automatically connect to it. Try to connect me through any secure access point node on the dark web. So I'm just want to give this a brief overview. It's a bit technical. So the dark web has what we call nodes. So each of these nodes are like proxy, like access points that have been provided by some, volunteers across the world in the dark web, in the sense that your connection, when I try to connect, it connects me through node A, node B, node C, node C. So node A knows me, then node A connects to node B. Node B doesn't know me here, it knows node A. Node B connects to node C. So before I get to the resources, the resource I'm going to is at node D. So by the time this connection goes through, this resource doesn't know me. It doesn't know where this network is coming. It can only know this guy. This guy only knows this guy. It doesn't know this guy behind. So it's kind of, that's how it saves you. And they don't exchange information. So this guy will not tell this guy who this guy is or anybody anything from here, because this guy has no access beyond here. This guy cannot share information from here to here. So basically, that's how it works. I hope that that's high level enough for you to understand. So getting into that, opening our Tor browser. So the Tor browser, as I said, enables us to connect to the internet, right? To the dark web. So in the Tor browser, you could search for, there are so many popular dark web websites. So one of the most popular ones I'm going to give you is called the Hidden Wiki. The Hidden Wiki. So on your normal surface web, you have Wikipedia. Most times when you search online, Wikipedia gives you answers, right? Yeah. So there's also what's called the hidden wiki. That's the Wikipedia that is hidden. That's the one in the dark web. So it gives you a list of domains, a list of dark web domains that you can access. Ranging from dark web marketplaces, dark web identity forgery platforms, different domains on the dark web, and you could see how these domains are. These domains, unlike your regular domain, for instance, if you go to the internet, you have facebook.com, you have google.com, you could see it, GOOGL. But on the dark web, the URLs are different. It looks like some mumbled up encrypted characters, right? So it's not something you can just cram in your head and know it. And it mostly opens as .onion. So that's how the dark web, the URL on the dark web opens. So using your VPN and your Tor browser, you are able to access this content on the dark web. So remember, in order to access the dark web, you start by setting up your VPN. So this is your safety precaution. Use the dark web responsibly. You can use the dark web for, to look for news that has been censored, that has been removed from public view. You can, use the dark web for research. You can use the dark web for privacy-focused services. As I said, there are some applications, operating systems, mobile applications that are sold on the dark web or that are free on the dark web that will enable you to be safe. No government can track you anywhere, right? But you need to learn how to use them. And before you can get access to these tools, you need to understand how to navigate your way around the dark web safely. So as I said, do not click on random links. You search for what you're looking for and verify the sources to be legitimate. So there are some platforms that give you free application. Most of these platforms are legitimate. You could see the description and the safety steps they advise you to take before downloading stuff from there. Avoid illegal activity. So there you have it. A glimpse into the dark web. It's fascinating. It's like exploring a digital wilderness. Remember, it is fascinating, but it could be dangerous as well. So ensure you put all the security measures we've highlighted in place. Explore safely, explore responsibly. Please subscribe to our channel, comment, share, like. Please, we appreciate your feedback. Send us feedbacks. Put your comment down there. Tell us what you want to learn generally in tech. We'll be pushing out so many other content to empower people. Thank you very much. See you next time. Bye.